Alright, day 11 of self-isolation due to COVID-19. I said doo-doo. In good mood. It's Monday. I'm about to start working from home today. And, oh yeah, I got a totally new setup for working from home. It's like basically I have a work from home desk and then, this desk for personal stuff. All that stuff is the company's equipment. I just I went and borrowed it from work, the office yesterday. So yeah, I wouldn't say I put myself at risk because I didn't interact with anybody, at least not at work. There was nobody there, and I took disinfectant spray, and before touching any handles for doors or whatever, I would just, just a little, and then open it. And I also had wipes and stuff, disinfectant wipes. Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, things are progressing like everybody predicted. Yeah, it's that good old exponential growth, at least at this point. So hopefully the flattening will start soon, but it's going to be a while, I think, before we can see any results from people self-isolating, because that's the thing, is the tests that are being deployed in the U.S., they take 5 to 7 days. So all of our current cases were probably tested 5 to 7 days ago or something. More famous people getting tested positive. I saw somebody in the Queen's entourage for England, the Queen of England, somebody in an aide or something, got the Rona. And let's see, saw a lot of funny memes on Facebook. People are still memeing. I guess, you're stuck at home. You gotta do something, especially if you're not working. Yeah. So I saw this this girl I was kind of crushing on that I went to high school with. She posted like a story thing, and she said online dating has really changed, because now when somebody asks how are you, they mean like for real, how are you? You sick? You could give me the fucking COVID? Yeah. That's interesting, right? It's like online dating period, really, it's just virtual. I would not go on a date with anybody right now. I wouldn't want to go on. Where are you going to go? First of all, where the fuck are you going to go? Restaurants are closed, bars are closed, theaters are closed. Most stadiums and stuff obviously are closed. Like, where the fuck are you gonna go? I guess to the park, but I don't know. Maybe out into the wilderness, go for a hike, right? See, I'd be worried about going for a hike though, because say you're carrying it, but you aren't displaying symptoms yet. It's an incubation, and you go hiking in the middle of nowhere, and you start to get sick, and you get really, really sick. It just doesn't seem good. So, yeah, dating is going to be very, very different for this next. I'm honestly, I'm going to say, yeah, it's going to be a full year. One full year. Big test for humanity. Big test. Part of me is pretty excited to see how things shake out. Part of me is scared, obviously. And part of me is bald. And, yeah. I did this. I shaved my head maybe a week before all this craziness started. basically before like Washington got in the news and before Italy got in the news over COVID-19, like the week before that. And yeah, I'm gonna keep it up. I mean, at least for as long as I have razors. You know? Oh, another thing. Yesterday, I did end up putting myself somewhat at risk, but I was careful. I went to a store and got just a whole bunch of crackers and peanut butter. I mean, peanut butter is, I think, pretty good food for, very, very long shelf life, high in protein, high in fat, high in carb. I don't know if it's carbs. I don't know carbs. It high in calories, which is good. You want high calorie food for this, because if you can actually ration, you want high calorie food because it's going to last longer. I mean, period. Plain and simple. If it's high calorie for the space that it occupies, that's what you want. You want density in your calories. That's what you want. So anyway, yeah, there were still like people out there, at the store for sure. It wasn't like it was abandoned, and they had supplies. I didn't see any shortage problems or anything. It wasn't not yet. It was scary to see how many old people were still around, though. Like, no care in the world, like, trying to get close to me, and I was, like, backing away from them, because I don't want to... Fuck, you want to cause some random old person, somebody's grandpa, to die? That's the whole point of this, right? Well, the whole point is to not overwhelm our health facilities and cause millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of people to die. Anyway, yeah, it's 7:10. I should probably get logged on and start working. I got my Fitbit charger though too. The whole reason I went to the office though is because my boss told me that today a executive order was probably going to be signed by the governor, putting everybody shelter in place, meaning no unnecessary trips and everything officially. Now, it's not going to be enforceable per se unless the military gets involved, which they're not. I mean, the only person that can activate the National Guard and things like that are the president, and the president's only activated the National Guard in the major cities. He doesn't seem to understand, as most of the American public doesn't understand, that the situation in the major cities in California, New York, states, I guess, because they're activated per state, I believe, not per city, maybe, I don't know. New York, California, Washington, those are the places where the National Guard has been activated. All right, and yeah, they're about off now, but everywhere is going to be like that in a couple weeks, 1 week, half a week. Fuck. 2 weeks. Anyway, I'm hanging in there. Doing pretty good. Keeping in contact with my family. They're all good too. Hopefully things will improve. We'll get some sort. I just want to hear. I just want to hear something definitive from the government that they're actually doing something, instead of just these suggestions and 15 tips for this, Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go take a shit.